on one of the best views you'll find in all of baseball. Downtown Pittsburgh in PNC Park. Tonight we wrap up this 3-game series between the Cincinnati Reds and the Pittsburgh Pirates. It's Pirates baseball next on the show. Jameson Taillon, a right-hander from Florida, gets the ball as the starter here. HR, what's the word on him?
Well, Matt, he's coming off an outing where he couldn't get out of the 5th inning. You know, 5th inning's that deciding inning for any pitcher. He was so frustrated he couldn't get through the 5th. And to make it worse and compound the matter, he got the loss. So this outing right here, if he's able to dig deep, we'll see him pitch well.
And here's Jose Peraza. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. And a cold strike on the game's first pitch as we bring you this one here tonight. Harold, we look at this Pirates ball club as they enter play here tonight. They come in trying to rebound after a loss that snapped a modest 3-game winning streak.
Well, Matt, the other thing, I mean, they're 3-2 on the homestand, so they haven't been real consistent. You'd like to see 4-1 or even 5-0 at this point, the way they've played baseball. That's why this game today puts you at 4-2, and now you feel a little bit better, like you're playing pretty good, consistent ball.
Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And no one can get there. He'll try it again. One and two. Here it comes. 1-2 is an off-speed pitch. No dice. It's 2-2. All even at 2-2. Here it is. That's popped up out towards short right field. Harrison is there for it. Makes the play. One away. A moment here to take a look at the Cincinnati Reds starting lineup in this one. Danny, any thoughts?
You always have to look out for a guy like Joey Votto. He had over 90 RBIs last year. What a great season, but I think he could do even better. His goal this year, I think it's got to be 100 runs batted in. He's that kind of a hitter.
Here's the shortstop, Zach Cozart. His batter-pitcher line against Jameson Taillon. 1 for 3. He's ready. Here's the first offering. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. Well, time to look played is Dave Lawrence.
Now, Matt, Dave Lawrence is going to remind you a lot of James Kingsley. He comes from that old school of if you hit your spots, he's going to call it. He has a tendency to call one side of the play a little bit more than the other.
Swinging a soft liner. And he'll whip this one over to first, and he gets his man for the second out.
Batting third, center fielder number 12, Desmond Jennings.
Here's Desmond Jennings now. He did not play last night, but clearly back in the starting 9 for this one. Into the windup and the pitch. A fastball right down the middle for a strike.
That's a fastball right down the middle. Now, you might be able to get away with it in the first inning. Guys are still filling him out. But if he's going to have success in this game, Matt, he's going to have to be on the corners with that fastball.
Now the pitch. On the ground up the middle. Gung is there. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. So not much happening here in the top half of the first. And now the Pirates will take their turn in a scoreless ball game. Brendan Finnegan, a Texas-born left-hander, gets the starting nod. What's your take on him, H?
Well, Matt, he's going to have his rough outings from time to time. ERA last year just a little under 4. But the thing about it is he's going to take the ball. Give me the ball. I'm going to take my knocks, but I'm going to keep you in the game, and that's what I'm looking for him to do in this ball game. Keep him in the game. Give him a chance to win.
Here's Starling Marte. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Marte.
Hit in the air out to center field. Under it is Jennings as he makes the catch for the first out. And here's how Clint Hurdle set his Pirates lineup for this one. Dan, who do we keep an eye on?
Well, Jung Ho Kong is really someone to pay attention to right now. He's got a 5-game hitting streak going. If you've got to start those big streaks somewhere, I like the way he's swinging the bat right now. Great approach, very comfortable. Let's see if that streak continues today.
Josh Harrison stands in. Batter-pitcher matchup numbers against Brandon Finnegan. A perfect 2 for 2. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. And Harold, as we take a look at the Reds entering play here tonight, they come in off a good victory last time out, but one that was just their second win in their last 8 tries.
Yeah, Matt, they won the game last night, and I talked to the manager earlier, and he just said, you know, we executed, and if we can do that, we'll be a consistent team, and we'll win games.
There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Schebler ranging back. Gone! A solo shot here to left. First home run of the campaign for him, and the Pirates are staked to a 1-0 lead.
Yeah, we always talk about how important it is to spot your starter or run it to early in the game, and he does just that, blasting a no-doubt bomb that serves notice. They're going to be swinging with the wood here. No better way to get the home crowd into it right out of the gates.
Batting third, the shortstop.
And that'll bring up the versatile Jung Ho Kong. As he'll take a look at a high strike here on the outside corner. It's 0-1. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. And he misses with it, 1-1. Fastball not close, and he runs it to 2 balls and a strike.
Boy, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, you have to make sure it's up above the zone like that. He can't do a whole lot with that, but if it were a little lower, he can and will make you pay big time.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Pretty good pitch and a great take there. There's not a lot you could do with that slider breaking down and in unless you can catch it way out. See a lot of swinging misses on those.
And he misses, ball 4.
And don't forget, he gave up a long ball earlier in this inning, so you can understand why he wasn't too aggressive with him there. When he got him to 3-1, he wasn't too anxious to challenge him.
Here's Andrew McCutchen now. Comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game. First delivery to him on the way. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Working for the punch out and the offering. In the dirt. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch.
Well, the intent there with that 2-strike pitch was obviously to get him to fish for something he couldn't do a whole lot with, but there's the risk that comes with that as well. If you don't execute or your catcher can't handle it very well, you give up free bases.
Pulls this one in the air out to left. Moving under it, Schebler, 2 down. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now.
Batting fifth, First baseman, John Jaso.
Stepping into the box, John Jaso. His average coming into this one is just barely over 200, so he'll be looking to turn the page on a slow start here. And this one's in the dirt. And a nice job keeping it close. It's ball one. One 0 count. Here it is. Squared that one up just a little late. Here it comes on 1-1. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one.
Sometimes it can be difficult for a pitcher. You're facing a guy that's not known to be a big stick in the lineup. Sometimes the toughest thing is to be aggressive and throw strikes.
And the pitch on 2-1. Sent on the ground out to second. There to take it is Rayburn. Throw goes to Votto over at first. It's in time to retire the side. But the Pirates are on the board first thanks to this home run. We'll head to the top of the second. It's now 1-0 Pittsburgh. In is Joey Votto now. A couple of hits for him in 4 trips to the plate last night.
Joey Votto.
Second inning starts with a fastball that misses. It's 1-0. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Drifting toward the third base dugout. And he'll stay with it here as he puts the squeeze on it for out number 1.
All right, time for majestic defensive alignment for the Pirates. And yes, they are moving all over the field. They love to shift heavily into the analytics, and they really move players around playing the percentages. You'll see that a lot in this game today.
Here's Arismendi Alcantara. Ooh, he saws him off with that one. But a foul ball here, 0-1. 1 out, nobody on. Might have thought about it here, but he lays off the breaking ball inside. It's even at 1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Lifted the other way out to left center. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Batting 6th, left fielder, Scott Schebler.
And that brings up Scott Schebler. His batter-pitcher line against Jameson Taillon. 1 for 6. Into the windup and the pitch. And a curveball that started low and broke lower. Ball. A swing and a miss at the good old Uncle Charlie.
Well, that's a true indicator he's looking for a fastball in. He wanted to spin to win right there and knock one as far as he could. He got the off-speed pitch inside, and he pulled off of it.
And he'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. 3-1.
3-ball count right now. This looks like the best chance of getting a base runner on so far.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And the good fastball there finds the zone as the count goes full now. 3-2.
He looks really strong here early in this game, and that fastball is a good example. Put that thing in a great spot and right where he wanted it.
Count is full. Here's the pitch. And strike 3 called as he says, you got to be kidding me, with the side retired. 1-2-3 go the Reds. They're down 1-0. Here's David Freese to stand in, looking for better results than last night when he went 0 for 4 in that one. He's ready. Here's the first offering. A called strike over the outside corner.
Hey, when one of your better pitches is the straight changeup, you can't be afraid to throw it at any count and at any time. And hey, first pitch, if they're going to take it for strike 1, they're going to give it to you. Go ahead and throw it.
Pitch on the way. Look out, a fastball up near his dome, and that'll wake you up a bit.
Well, that'll wake everyone up. Anytime you buzz the tower like that, there's reason for people to start getting a little bit edgy.
A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. And he pulled up in time, but it's a called strike 2.
That's the perfect pitch after you've just brushed a guy back. The hitter probably isn't sitting up there thinking you're going to flip something soft up there.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And a good sinker there gets him swinging for the first out.
And here's how the Reds line up defensively, brought to you by Majestic. And I'm looking down there at Joey Votto. You know, Joey will surprise you. He'll make an unbelievable play because he's a gambler. He's not afraid to challenge on a bunt, and he's not afraid to turn and spin and throw a ball to second base without even looking that direction.
Here's the catcher, Francisco Cervelli, and he is off to a dreadful start at the plate as he has not hit the ball well at all in the month of April. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A changeup that just catches the bottom of the zone for a strike. The 0-1 delivery. Tough slider over the inside corner for a strike.
Well, he finds himself down 0-2, but those were 2 good pitchers' pitches. Both on the inside half, both for strikes. There's nothing you can do with it. You just got to hope now you get something to hit.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And here's a ball hit in the air. Therefore, it is Votto. 2 away now.
Batting 8th, left fielder, Alan Hansen.
Alan Hansen the next to bat. They'll try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. Here's the first pitch to him. Good bite to the sinker there as it's chopped foul at home plate. The windup and the 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he's in trouble now. 0-2.
Now we got a 0-2 count, Matt. And I tell you what, so impressive. He is executing his game plan, going right on the outside half and exploiting those weaknesses.
Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-2.
Now that's that old school slider right there, trying to get in on his hands. We see that with a cutter a lot, but the slider's even more effective because you can't pick up the spin.
2 out, nobody on. Lifted in the air to center field. Jennings is under it. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. The three of us return with more Wednesday Night Baseball after this. Into the box now, Ryan Rayburn. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the third after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
First pitch of the at-bat. And a ball, 1-0.
Yeah, that looked like a strike, but let me tell you, when you're staring at a big 0 in the hit column, getting a call like that to go your way can feel like a big victory.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. Here's the 1-1 delivery. Swing and a liner. Foul. One and two. Here it comes. Swing and a miss as he starts the third the same way he ended the second with a punch out, 1 away. A reminder that Reds baseball continues all season long here on the show, and there you get a look at what's coming up over the course of the Now to the plate, Tucker Barnhart. He'll get to take his first cuts here. He's ready. Here's the first offering. A fastball that he's way out in front of. A swing and a miss.
Watching him on the mound, I'm really impressed with what he's doing right now. He's been really aggressive and confident over the last couple of innings.
And boy, big problems here to start this at-bat. It's 0-2 now. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And this is drifting foul back into the stands. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And here's a ball hit in the air. Freeze onto the grass, and this will land foul.
That's probably not what he wants to do with 2 strikes right there with the fastball. He is fortunate he just fouled it off.
The next 0-2. Another one sent foul. Here's another 0-2. A fastball that just misses inside. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. Weak grounder back to the mound. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. And a nice job to stay with it that time and get the second out of the inning.
Well, if you're going to bobble a ball, you have to hope it's when a guy is lumbering down the base pass. He's no speedster, so that was a good job to stay calm and make the recovery throw.
Striding into the box, Brendan Finnegan. 2 away in the inning, and Dan, it looks like this could be another 1-2-3 inning for him.
Yeah, he has really found a groove on the mound, and it's been impressive to watch. It'll be interesting to see how long he can keep this dominance up.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup.
That's exactly what you don't want to do first pitch. If you're going to swing first pitch, you want to drive it. You can't take an ugly, bad swing on the first pitch when you know what you're looking for. You got to be more patient because you're going to get more pitches.
Late decision to swing that time, and as a result, it's 0-2.
It can be tough to lay off a high fastball like that because right at your eye level, it looks like it's so easy to hit, and then it's by you.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive.
Swing and a miss at a big breaking ball, and that's how the inning comes to an end.
Reds are down in order. It remains 1-0. Digging in, Jameson Taillon. He'll get us going in the home half of inning number 3.
Jameson Taillon.
Into the windup and the pitch. And the changeup is way low that time. A swing and a miss at a ball down.
Boy, that was a good changeup right there. You see how he swung through that ball? Man, he's got him thinking now because that was clearly an indication he was looking fastball and got fooled.
Two and one.
Well, these are just extra pitches that are just going to add to your pitch count. He's not trying to work around him, and no reason to, but sometimes you just lose the strike zone for no apparent reason.
2 balls and a strike. Here it comes. Now a ball lined to the left side, but foul. Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. And a good sinker there gets him swinging for the first out.
Center fielder number 6. Starling.
Digging in for his second at bat, Starling Marte. 0 for 1 here in the early going. First pitch on its way. And that sinker misses at the shoe tops. Ball 1. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Hit to third. Cozart is there. Throw gets him. 2 down.
The batter number 5, second baseman Josh Harrison.
Trying to pick things up where he left off. Josh Harrison. He went deep in his first at bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here. First pitch of the at bat. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. And that sinking fastball didn't sink. It stayed high.
Well, clearly they didn't forget what he did last time with the home run because they are really pitching him careful right here. And now they're 2-0 and behind in the count again.
From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. A changeup right on the outside corner for a strike.
Love the pitch call there. 2-0. You know the guy's geared up for a fastball and you drop a changeup in the zone. That's going to be a tough pitch to handle.
Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. And he'll stay alive here, but just barely as this ball's chopped foul at the plate, and the count holds at 2-2. Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Fly ball to straightaway left. Schebler is over. And the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Pirates, but they lead it 1-0. Striding in once again, Jose Peraza back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Not close. It's 2-0.
That's a good approach when you're facing a young arm you might not be too familiar with. Take a look at a few and see what he's got. Now he's got himself ahead in the count.
Here it comes, 2-0. Outside, 3-0 now.
Ball 3 to a leadoff hitter that can run. Not the greatest way to start this right here. I think right now you really have to start pouring some pitches into that strike zone.
No walks yet. Here's the delivery. And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin stanza number 4.
Hey, they haven't been able to register a hit against this guy, but at least they have a base runner here. We'll see if that leads to something.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Zach Cozart comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. First pitch coming. Here it is. Line drive to center field. And the Reds have their first hit of the game.
Well, that single right there moves runners to first and third in less than 2 outs, and he's been throwing a terrific game. Shutout so far, but he's going to have to figure out some magic to wiggle out of this one. Still got the double play in order. Maybe he can roll that double play ball.
Standing in now, Desmond Jennings. And he just gets a piece there as this is chopped foul. Just 1 hit apiece for both of these clubs. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
Oh, that's one he's going to want back right there. A fastball right in your wheelhouse, and you foul it off.
Swing and a miss, and they'll keep Jennings off base as he's retired for the first out.
The first baseman, number 19, Joey Votto.
Now batting, Joey Votto, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw way late, and he's in there easily at second. And now after the stolen base, they'll go ahead and put him on here to keep the double play in order with 1 away.
That's what's called getting the treatment. Everyone knows he's a power threat with a bat, so it's all about not letting him be the guy that beats you.
Digging in to try it again, Arismendi Alcantara. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Curveball that time, not even close.
Hey, 2 walks in this inning already, so he can't expect to stay out there much longer if he puts somebody else on. We'll see if he can find it.
From the belt, the pitch. That's inside. 2-0.
Putting himself in a pretty bad situation now on 2-0, and the base is loaded. He basically doesn't have much of an option but to challenge him right here.
Two 2-0 pitch on the way. Started that swing a bit too early.
Well, he had big aspirations behind that swing. Pretty obvious he was trying to put 4 runs on the board in a hurry.
No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors in the game for Cincinnati thus far. A swing, and he pops him up on the infield, and the infield fly rule will be in effect here.
Wow, talk about frustrating. Not what you want to do with the bases loaded. A simple pop-up, and nothing productive comes out of that.
Stepping in now, Scott Schebler, as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. And obviously a big spot here with the bases loaded, so he'll step out to rethink things. And this one gets away. And not in time as the run scores. And would you believe the tying run comes in to score on a wild pitch? Man, oh man.
Wow, the pitcher has no one to blame but himself. Man on third, he just uncorks one. The runner alertly takes off immediately and gets their first run of the game just handed to him on a silver platter.
Here's the 1-1 delivery. And that's in there. Base hit. In to score, the runner from third. And both runners will score as they've taken the lead here at 3-1.
Well, that 2 RBI base hit is some big runs right there. In the middle innings, those are critical because now, as you move forward, you get to the best part of your bullpen as you set it up to shut the game down. Maybe they'll add more runs, but if not, you're set up pretty good.
Into the box now, Ryan Rayburn.
He swings and sends it in the air to right center field.
In there, a base hit.
Well, they picked something up. They're just ambushing him. First pitch swinging, aggressive, and they're scoring runs. It's paying off for him.
And some action now in the Pirates bullpen. They've got a lefty and a right-hander up to throw. In now, Tucker Barnhart. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Now a ball grounded foul over toward the coaching box. Now a foul tip that's held onto at the plate, and the count moves to 1-2 now. From the belt, kicks and deals. And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. So they pick up 3 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 left. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. It's the Reds 3 and the Pirates 1. Stepping up to the plate, Jung-Ho Kang will start out the inning here for the Pirates, to be followed by Andrew McCutchen waiting on deck. Now the pitch. Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike one. The windup and the 0-1. And this is fouled back and out of play. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And a fastball just a bit high.
Boy, it's hard to sit on an 0-2 fastball. I think that pitch just locked him up a bit. But lucky for him, it was just a little out of the zone.
And he'll stay alive here as this is chopped foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2.
Whoa, he tried to get a little cute right there. A little two-strike changeup. He thought he might get a swing and miss, but man, he left that in the zone. He's fortunate that ball didn't leave the park.
And here's a slider. Strike three called, and that'll be the first out of the inning. So with one away, let's punch up the graphic and show you the pitch speed comparison for the two starters here in the fourth inning. And you can see that both guys are well into the 90s. 95 on one hand and just 2 miles an hour slower on the other. Here's Andrew McCutchen now. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball one.
Man, this guy has retired a whole slew right now. I think what he needs to do is just stay focused and keep attacking the game plan like he has up to this point, because everything he's done has worked.
Here it comes. And that's in there for his strike 1-1. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Here's a ball swung on and hit high and deep down the left field line. And this will stay fair. Home run. It's a solo shot off the bat of Andrew McCutchen. First home run of the campaign for him. And the Buccos have made this a 3-2 ball game.
Well, he hit that ball like he was looking for it. Just really crushed that pitch.
Now batting, first baseman, John.
Here's John Jaso now. As he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball one. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Now the pitch. In front of the changeup there as this is chopped foul at home plate. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Oh, they have him looking awfully confused up there right now. It's 1-2.
Now that's what a slider's supposed to look like. Great execution. Starts off the plate and makes him reach.
2 runs on 2 hits and no errors so far for the Pirates. And this is fouled at the plate. Here he comes again. 1-2. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
Third baseman, number 23, David.
Here's David Freese to stand in. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Hit hard on the ground to second. There to take it is Rayburn. And a low throw to first, but Votto's able to come up with it. A fine play there to end the inning. Pirates get a run on the McCutchen home run. We're through 4. It's now a 3-2 ball game. In now, Brandon Finnegan. And Dan, I'm sure the starter on the mound would like to hit the rewind button on that last inning.
Oh, no doubt about that, Mac. That was a really rocky frame, but clearly not enough to chase him from this game. We'll see if he's still shaking a bit or if he's able to put this behind him.
In there, 0-1.
That's a pretty good break right there, breaking all the way across the zone. Now, it's a little dangerous. He gets to see that ball a long time. But, man, that's a nasty snapdragon hook right there.
The windup and the 0-1. Soft liner towards short. And he'll turn and fire a desperation throw to first. And he got him at first on a ball that was already into left field. That's a heck of a play to get the first out. And here's Jose Peraza. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Into the windup and the pitch. There's a changeup over the outside corner. Now the 0-1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And a fastball just a bit up. 5th inning of play here in a 3-2 ball game. This ball's grounded foul.
Well, he's out in front of that changeup. I think, Matt, that was a result of the fastball the pitch before. He's throwing so hard, you got to honor that fastball in that situation.
Not where he wanted that fastball to be, and it's 3-2 now. And he lost him here on 3-2 as that pitch misses. It's ball 4.
I know one thing. He earned that free pass right there. He was tempted with some really good pitches, but he stayed disciplined and drew the walk.
Here's the shortstop, Zach Cozart. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Off the plate and low here, ball 1. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw. And it's far too late as he steals second with ease.
Well, this pitcher's out there just trying to get hitters out, and he's having a hard time doing that. So as a base runner, that's a good time to try to steal some bases. He's probably not as focused on controlling the running game as he should be.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2. Runner at second here with 1 man out. This one's blooped out toward right center field. Coming on is McCutchen. He makes the play. Really had to hustle to get to that one. 2 gone now.
Now batting, center fielder, Desmond Jennings.
Here's Desmond Jennings now. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one. A throw behind the runner at second. In there, no balls and a strike.
Well, he's really peppering the zone right there, going up in the zone. I wonder if he stays there the whole time. Usually you'll see that with 2 strikes, not with no strikes.
Looking to keep this a one-run game. The pitch in the dirt here. Good job keeping it close as the count goes to 1-1. Good lead off his second there. Now the pitch. And a curveball that gets a swing and a miss and makes him look way behind.
I like what I'm seeing right now. In, and then goes away. If you pound him in early, it opens up the outside half of the plate, and that's what he's doing right now.
Ready to deliver the 1-2. Swing and a liner. And this is going to be a fair ball as it'll head to the corner. Peraza is on his way home. And the run will score from second as they double him up now. It's 4-2.
2 out, 2 strikes, down to the last strike of the inning, and he's able to hang in there and drive the ball for a base hit. Good job of battling right there.
In is Joey Votto now. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. A runner on first with 2 away. And a fastball runs in a bit too close for comfort that time.
Hey, one of the things every pitcher wants to do is make sure that those hitters aren't very comfortable up there. See how he runs this hard one in right here? That's a pitch you just want to try to get a hitter to move his feet a little bit.
2-0. Here it is. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
Well, he's clearly not getting anything to hit right here, but I'm telling you what, 3-0, I trust him so much, I'm giving him the green light.
And here's a ball hit in the air. Jaso is there for it. And that retires the side. So 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, and a runner left. Last half of the 5th coming up. Reds lead this one 4-2. Ready for another chance? Francisco Cervelli. He'll lead things off as we begin the home 5th.
Francisco Cervelli.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A tough sinker on the inside corner. The 0-1 on its way. And now a pitch hit sharply on the ground. But this will wind up a foul ball. Strike 2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. To third. Fielded by Cozart. Throw to first is in time for the first out.
Now batting, left fielder, Alan Hansen.
Digging in the switch hitter, Alan Hansen. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Hit softly on the ground to first. He's got to hurry, and he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
The pitcher, number 50, Jamison Taillon.
Jordy Mercer will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 10, Jordy Mercer.
Here's a cold strike about thigh high. 0-1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And this ball's heading for the seats down the right side as the count will move to 0-2 now. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Grounded to short. Peraza is there. Throw on to Votto will take care of him at first, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Pirates. Still down by a count of 4-2. Tyler Glasnow takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound.
Number 51, Tyler Glasnow.
Here's Arismendi Alcantara. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ball game.
30, Arismendi Alcantara.
Down the first baseline. Oh, and he can't come up with it. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
Now batting.
Ready for another shot now. Scott Schebler. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. Throw over to the bag and a dive, but he's back. First pitch is a changeup for a called strike. We're in the 6th inning now of a 4-2 ball game. Tried to stay back on the changeup there, but this is chopped foul at home plate. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. Now this is up and in, and I don't think he likes that location much. It's ball 1.
Not sure if that was a purpose pitch or not, but I liked it. As a pitcher, sometimes you've got to be willing to back the guy off the plate by running something hard inside. You can't just let guys be comfortable standing in the batter's box against you.
And he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. One and two. Here it comes. And the changeup is way low that time. Here's a look over to first, and he'll dive back in. Nobody out, runner on first. It's a swinging bunt up the line. That goes foul, so he stays alive with 2 strikes. Now another 2-2. Oh, that grounder got him. But he is able to recover as he gets the out at first. 1 away now.
Now batting, second baseman Ryan
Ready
Rayburn.
once again, Ryan Rayburn. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. From the stretch. And that changeup makes him jump. A swing and a miss. Getting a few steps off a second there. Now the pitch. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw is not in time as he just gets in ahead of the throw. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. 0-2 is a fastball that misses inside. 1-2 now. One out and a runner on third. No offer at the curve that time, and it's knotted up at 2-2.
All right, no more hoping he's going to chase. It's 2-2 now. you've got to come up with the best pitch right here, because this is definitely a strikeout situation.
Set to deal on 2-2. Look out. Don't want to hit him there. It's full 3-2.
Wow, this is a pretty good at bat right here, from down in the count 0-2 to work the count back to 3-2, and he's seen a lot of pitches too.
Full count. Here it comes. And there's ball 4 as this one gets away a bit.
And with first base open, the last thing he wanted to do was give him something to hit in the heart of the zone. So no harm done. Force out anywhere now.
Ready for another chance? Tucker Barnhart. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. First pitch on its way. A swing and a miss at the big curveball.
First and third, you know he's going to do everything he can on the mound to roll up a double play ball. On the other side, he's got to be looking for a mistake up in the zone that he can drive in the air and pick up a sac fly at the very least.
A 1 pitch on its way. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike.
The intent with that changeup away was one thing and one thing only. Get a double play ball. Nice job to lay off it at the plate, though.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. A fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind.
With 2 strikes and the runners at the corners, this is a big pitch coming up. Got to execute and hope to either get a strikeout or a double play ball to help you get out of this thing.
Ground ball to second. This could be 2. Throw to second will be in time, but the run's going to come in and score. On to first, but not in time. He beats it out to keep the inning alive, and the run is in to score.
Hey, they couldn't turn the inning-ending double play. They just get the force out at second, and the runner scores from third.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Brendan Finnegan. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. Action now in that Pirate bullpen as a left-hander starts to heat up down there. Swung on and missed. It's 0-1. 2 out with the man at first. And this is high, a ball and a strike.
And the reason he's working away so much here is because he's got that big hole on the right side of the infield to worry about. With the first baseman holding the runner on, it's always smart to pitch into the defense you have behind you.
The 1-1 pitch. Strike 2 at a pitch that catches the outside corner. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Now a swing, and the barrel of the bat breaks in 2 that time. And the throw is not going to be in time as he's able to reach base safely.
Wow, great hustle from the pitcher right there to beat up that infield single. I'm just curious, will it wear him out now when he gets back on the mound next half inning?
Standing in now, Jose Peraza, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. We'll see if he can come through in a clutch spot here. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 6. Here comes the 0-1. And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. The 0-2 delivery. And a big strikeout there as they'll leave a couple of runners on base, and after a good start to the inning, they can't capitalize any further. Reds will be forced to settle for just the one. Top of the order due up in the home half of the sixth. The Reds lead it 5-2. Tim Adelman enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the sixth.
Number 46, Tim Adelman.
Here's Starling Marte. 0 for 2 on his line thus far.
Center fielder, Starling Marte.
Now a step off as they try to get on the same page. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. He's set. Here's the 0-1. And this inning starts with a solid base hit. So that leadoff base hit means considerable speed aboard to start out the inning.
Well, that's a good positive step. Got off to a slow start here in April. That's one you build on right there.
Josh Harrison stands in. He comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. First pitch of the at-bat, and looks like he got the call there on the pitch inside. It's 0-1.
Well, with the leadoff man getting on right there, Matt, they are falling so far behind. They have to capitalize. They have to get some runs to get back in this thing.
Now a throw over to first. Back in standing. 5-2 is our score here in inning number 6. Oh, got him to swing out of his shoes on that one. 0-2. From the belt, the pitch. Fastball got him looking as that had 2-seam action on it. One gone. 1 thus far. And a rather interesting decision here as they'll put him on and move the runner into scoring position now.
Well, that's one way to do it, I guess. An intentional walk is one thing, but an intentional walk with a man on first is another. Strange strategy. I don't quite get it.
Digging in and looking for more, Andrew McCutchen. He went deep last time up. First offering on its way. A changeup over the inside corner.
That's a good pitch right there. Now he's ahead in the count. You got the hitter back on his heels a little bit. Even though it's a tough situation, you know you're going to have to use all your pitches to pitch out of it.
Now a spin and a throw back to second, and the runner back easily. Oh, 0-1, here it comes. Takes a high fastball for a strike. First and second now, one man out. Line toward the alley in left center. And that gets down in front of Jennings, a base hit. Long throw to the plate. And the runner from second is in to score.
Well, we've always known this guy was a good hitter. You knew he was going to come out of it eventually. There's another multi-hit game. It's not one hit that gets you out of it, but the multi-hit game. Maybe this is the signs of things to come.
Stepping in now, John Jaso. And he takes ball one. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. A ball and no strikes. Here it is. A curveball that catches the inside corner. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
His pitch count is getting up there in the inning now. He needs to get this frame over with sooner than later, so forcing contact and getting the defense involved is probably the best thing he can do.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Now a swing and a hard-hit grounder, but this will wind up a foul ball. 2-2. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Struck him out. And now they'll likely need a base hit to get that runner home from third.
Great spot on that 2-2 fastball. You can't place it on the inside corner any better than that. As a hitter, there's just not a whole lot you can do with that unless you're looking for it and time it just right. Love seeing a guy that can work the inside with his fastball.
Into the box now, David Freese, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Oh, 1 count, and the pitch. A shot down the first baseline.
Well, he fouls off that fastball right there, and you wonder, does he love his fastball enough to come back with it 3 times in a row?
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And another foul ball. Hit to first. Taken in by Votto, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. 1 in the inning for the Pirates on a couple of hits. We're through 6 full. It's the Reds 5 and the Pirates 3. Back here in Pittsburgh, Reds leading this one as we start the 7th, and before we commence, let's take a look at the game summary to this point. Striding in once again, Zach Cozart. A matchup with Tyler Glass now to lead off the inning. Now it looks like a right-hander's up and throwing in the Pittsburgh bullpen. Here's the first pitch to him. And that misses, ball 1. Now time is barked out by the home plate umpire. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Lays off a fastball that doesn't miss by much, and it's 2-0. From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. Fouled back.
He's clearly looking to hit off the fastball and adjust. That's a pretty good swing after seeing 2 fastballs now in a row.
Swing and a liner. Great effort on the dive, but it's through into left.
He found himself in a great hitter's count. Pitcher tried to trick him with a changeup, and he still got a base hit. I think he was looking for that changeup.
Here's Desmond Jennings now, as he will have to dodge one up and in. Not one he wanted to see there to start the at-bat. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Jennings awaits the 1-0. And he misses again, 2-0. A runner at first with no outs here. And that's over, 2-1. Now a throw over, a dive, but he's back. Ready to deal. Here's the 2-1. And this is popped fouled off to the right and back into the seats. Now a move over to first and a dive, but he's back in there. Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the 2nd time here tonight. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you see that ball as a hitter, you think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
He's set, and the pitch. Joey Votto is in with 1 away now as he swings and misses here at strike 1.
Now that's a big swing. That's what the big fella's supposed to do. Let the go downtown. Let it all fly. He let the dog out right there. I want to see if he calms it down or does it again on this pitch.
Set to deliver the 0-1. Smoke toward third. There's Harrison for 1. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. The 3 of us return with more Wednesday Night Baseball after this. Digging in once again, Francisco Cervelli. He'll try and get something started in the home half of the 7th.
Cervelli.
Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And he'll indeed make the play in foul territory for the first out.
Hey, every pitcher loves to get quick outs, right? How about that? 1 pitch, 1 out, a pop-up to start the inning.
Alan Hansen the next to bat. 3rd trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Michael Lorenzen is on to take over on the mound now, and he'll take over the cleanup spot in the lineup following the double switch. Eugenio Suarez is into the ball game as well, as he'll slide into the pitcher's spot, hitting ninth now on the double switch.
Eugenio Suarez.
Into the windup and the pitch. A high fastball is in there. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. One out, nobody on. And that one stayed too low, apparently.
That's a good pitch to lay off right there. That cutter inside. And that is a real tough pitch for hitters to lay off of. And a lot of times, if you do swing at that cutter in, you're going to end up with some firewood in a broken bat.
Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. And he lays off again, ball 3.
Walks are never good, but they're especially bad news late in games like this. It seems like they always come back to bite.
Swing and a ball hit to the left side, and this is going to wind up a souvenir. Crowd gets up for the 3-2, and he struck him out.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
Phil Gosselin will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty.
Gosselin.
And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1. And he's looking to get it going. Off to a bit of a slow start this year. The windup and the 0-1. And this will find the seats behind the first base dugout. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. This one's down to third. Cozart has it. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. 1-2-3 go the Pirates. Still a 2-run deficit. It's 5-3. Felipe Rivero has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 73, Felipe Rivero.
Arismendi Alcantara will be the
Leading
first
off
one
for
to
the
greet
Reds,
him as he'll have to turn
right
around and
fielder,
bat
number
from the
30,
right side of the plate here.
Arismendi Alcantara.
And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0. Here it comes. Fastball misses badly there, and he's behind 2-0. Look to catch him flush down near the foot or the ankle. Safe after the recovery throw. Good effort, but now we have to wonder whether or not he's going to be okay.
Left fielder, Scott Schebler.
At the plate, Scott Schebler. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. He pulls this one into right. McCutcheon is there, and he'll bring this one in. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up. Time to give you a look now at the numbers for our two starting pitchers, and really nothing to write home about on either line, as neither guy was able to last even 6 innings. So stepping in, Ryan Rayburn, a hit in 2 official trips to the plate to this point in the ballgame. Now he'll step out at the plate and reassess things here. He's set. Here it comes. Starts him out with a changeup off the plate for ball 1. Now he'll step off and fire to the bag. And he'll get back in safely. That swung on and missed. We're even at 1-1. Runners on first with 1 down. And he took something off of it there. It's 1-2.
Great job on those last 2 pitches of varying speeds. Gave him a hard fastball, and then he locked him up with a changeup.
Now he'll step off the rubber and go to first. And the runner back safely. And another snap throw to the bag. And he just manages to get his hand in. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Runners on the move for second. Taken for strike 3. The throw. Way late, and he's in there easily at second.
I like the aggressiveness with 2 strikes to put the runner in motion. Sometimes that can backfire, and it can turn into one of those strike him out, throw him out double plays, but he was able to get there safely at second.
In now, Tucker Barnhart.
As he'll ground this one fouled off to the left side.
And a pitch takes off inside, and it gets away. And he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch.
Well, some would say no harm done with that wild pitch, right? But I disagree. The runner's now 90 feet away from scoring, an infield single, a booted ball, and he crosses the plate. That might not be the case if he were still on second.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. A man on third with 2 down. Skied into very shallow right. McCutchen is under it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Reds leave 1 as they hang on to their 5-3 lead. Into the box now, Starling Marte. He'll get things started now in the bottom of inning number 8.
Starling Marte.
First pitch on its way. Takes a knee-high fastball.
That's a great spot down the zone there. Hard to do anything with the pitch down there.
Set to deliver the 0-1. Knee-high slider that he takes a look at.
Well, he finds himself down 0-2, but you know what? He looked at the first 2 pitches, but they're different pitches, both down. Good pitchers' pitches. Sometimes you got to tip your cap.
Here it comes on 0-2. And here's a slider. Strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
Well, we've seen some really good pitching from these guys in this one. The bullpen has looked sharp and has backed up a nice effort turned in by the starter. These days, pitching has become a full staff effort, and I've been impressed with the job these guys have done so far.
Here's the first pitch to him. Josh Harrison comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1.
Oh, he reached back and challenged him right there. I like that. Early in the count. Here it is, big fella. I know you're a good hitter, but I'm coming right after you.
Slow grounder to first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Now batting, shortstop, Jung-Ho Kang.
And that'll bring up the versatile Jung-Ho Kang. Head-to-head numbers against Michael Lorenzen, a 3-for-7 line.
Nope.
Down and away, 1 ball and no strikes.
He's already got 2 walks in this game, and that ball right there, another ball. So we may see them kind of nibbling and pitching around him. He might be taking walks all game.
Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. A swing and a miss on a ball that jammed him. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Looks at a slider over the outer half for strike 2. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
Back-to-back sliders away. Now I think you have to think about running something hard in. Not a good idea to throw a good hitter the same pitch 3 times in a row.
Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And oh, look out. Up and in and nearly took his head off. Here's the pitch. And now a pitch hit sharply on the ground. But this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. Making him sweat out there. The 7th pitch coming up. Takes a good swing, but this will be a foul ball. And that'll get down for a 2-out single. Cutting it close here, but he comes through in the 8th to extend his hitting streak.
Yeah, come on, man. 8th inning. He was getting me nervous. This looked like this might be his last at bat and his last opportunity.
Here's Andrew McCutchen now. And Dan, this could be a real make or break situation at this point in the game.
Yeah, Matt, at least scoring 1 run in this inning is so important to them to possibly get back into this thing. Baseball doesn't have a clock, but you only have 27 outs to work with. They're running out of those pretty quick.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Belt high and right down the middle for a strike.
Well, that was a big 2-out single we just saw, and for pretty obvious reasons. The inning went from totally under control to now. He's got to deal with some dangerous hitters here with a runner on base, and this is how 2-out rallies start.
Here's a fastball at the knees. Good spot, good pitch, and it's 0-2.
He certainly hasn't been the aggressor in this at-bat. 2 straight takes, so now we'll see if he can change his approach and battle up.
The 0-2 delivery. Breaking ball just misses the inside corner.
He still might be looking for that release point on that curveball early in this outing. That one looked like it popped out of his hand behind his ear instead of out front. We'll see if he finds that pitch because it'll be important for him.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the line. Cozart is there. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. 1 left for Pittsburgh. They're still down 5-3. Juan Nicasio enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. Stepping in, Eugenio Suarez. He'll be charged with trying to get on board leading off the 9th. And we kick off the 9th inning with a swinging strike here. 0-1. Pitch swung on and hit in the air toward the line and right. McCutchen is there. 1 quick out to start inning number 9.
The batter number 9, shortstop, Jose Peraza.
And here's Jose Peraza. He's 0 for 2 with a couple of walks in this one. Into the windup and the pitch. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Gung to his left. He's there. Throw gets him. 2 down.
Third baseman number 2, Zach Cozart.
Here's the shortstop, Zach Cozart. On the night, he's 2 for 4 with a pair of singles. Here comes the first pitch. And the changeup just missed the inside corner. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Here's a swing and a miss, 1-1. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Way in front of a great slider that time. Ready to deliver the 1-2. And he struck him out. So a good pitch there, and now they're going to need to string some hits together in this last at-bat if they want to get back in this thing. 1, 2, 3 go the Reds, and it remains 5-3. Raisel Iglesias is the man called on to close this one and earn a save in the ninth.
Raisel Iglesias.
Here's John Jaso now. He'll be the one to get us going here in the bottom of inning number 9.
For the Pirates, first baseman, number 28.
Now a slider to start him out, but that breaks down and in for ball 1. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. And there's a sinker that he just spits on as it misses low. Two 2-0 count. Here it comes. A changeup that catches the corner for strike 1. Right on the corner, a fastball that he takes for a strike.
Well, that was unexpected. You're looking for that sinker down. He throws a fastball up. Now he's just changed the game on you. He's forcing you to look somewhere else.
Swing and a miss got him reaching. Barnhart is after it, and he makes the throw to first. Jaso is retired, and there's one away.
Third baseman, number 23.
Here's David Freese to stand in. His lifetime numbers against Iglesias, 0 for 5. First pitch is a slider called for a strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Grounded foul toward the coaching box at third. A windup and the 0-2 pitch. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
Standing in, Francisco Cervelli. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. And a first pitch sinker is over for strike 1. 2 out, nobody on. And this will be a called strike 2, and trouble now as they're down to their final strike tonight. Now a swing and a fly ball, and this should do it. And he'll make the catch there to end it, and the Reds have taken the rubber match of this 3-game set as this ball game is over.
Hey, it's hard to win games at any point, but to win games on the road, especially in this ballpark, it's never easy to win games on the road, so they are very happy with this win.
And this evening's contest comes to a close, 5-3 the final. Brendan Finnegan earns his first win of the season as he gives up only 2 hits in 5 innings of work. Raisel Iglesias wraps it up for the save, his second. So that just about does it for Harold Reynolds, Dan Plesac, and our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way on over to theshownation.com.
For the victorious Cincinnati Reds, 5 runs, 8 hits, no errors. They left 7 men on base. For the Pirates, 3 runs, 5 hits.